Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded today. So we have got a new Spirit Soul. Cool looking Spirit Soul, actually. It's probably, I don't know. The Spirit Souls have actually been pretty good. I mean, you've got the Scorpion, you get the Phoenix, well, now, and you've got the three lines, so now we've got a dragon. So it's sort of like interesting looking dragon, but it's called the Giant Dragon Jinyu, which is, it's pretty cool. I actually like this design immensely. So it's good. This is a good event. We'll go over that here shortly. So let's go ahead and take a look at where we're at here. This just popped up today. So it's 90 to actually summon the actual dragon, but you can actually get 70 of the 90 today. I was really surprised that they normally don't offer that many, but and this is the first SS Plus Spirit Soul. Okay, the three-eyed gold line, the Phoenix, and those are all SS. So this is an SS Plus. So you want to take that into account in forming it up. Now, as you can see, I've already got my Emperor Scorpion maxed out. I've got it fully upgraded. He can't go anymore. So he'll probably stay in the lead until this comes up, and then we'll probably just switch over to this. Now remember, you can get a lot of Spirit Souls. You can only really use 2 Spirit Souls in battle right now. One for your primary team 1, one for your secondary team 2. But the Spirit Souls are also applied each directly to a character. So even though you can't use it in team bout, you can still connect it to the character and get a lot of BP from that. So it's definitely something you do want to focus on all of them. But I have not. I decided to go ahead and bring a couple of them up, primarily because of the fact that the distance between whenever they enter a new Spirit Soul is quite large. So in the meantime, I just went ahead and decided to go ahead and bring this up. So I'm probably going to bring up, after I'm finished with the dragon, I'll probably go ahead and bring up the dragon horse up. So that I'll be able to run those 6, okay? And that's what I want for the time, because they're going to be introducing more, but we're probably going to see another SS Plus Spirit Soul. But this is the first, so we definitely want to get it. I think that's why they're giving us so many shards. You're getting 70 out of the 90. So hopefully the second time it pops up, we'll be able to actually get the soul immediately. But it's a really, really, really good event. But let's go ahead and take a look at everything else. There's not much going on in terms of secondary stuff. You've got your standard weekly weekend events that occur during the weekend, the Super Monday event, so make sure that you're taking care of that, of course, but nothing else other in terms of that. That's really what we got. The wheel, which of course goes up over the weekend. You want to make sure that you clear that each day. Red packet drop, you want to make sure that you've maxed that out as well, because this is a chance to get a bunch of diamonds. So everything from that term is normal, so there's nothing else going on except for this event. Okay, so this is a 4-day event, actually. I think that's the first time we've had a 4-day event. I think that's normally there are 3-day events, but this one here is a 4-day event, which is nice. It says item drops for 3 days and 3 days, but it looks to me like it opened up today and they've got 3 days, so I'm not exactly sure what is up for that. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got. So we've got the login rewards. This is a chance to get some of these. I mean, like, I've already finished the Jade Emperor Scorpion, but I still have working on the Jade Phoenix. So I can use these to actually start leveling him up as well. And like I say, those Spirit Souls are attached directly to a character, so they can benefit a character in terms of that. So you do want to focus on them, even though you can only use 2 for the time. But you will be able to use more of them inside of team bouts once you fill the horse constellation inside of the Spirit Soul screen, and I'll show you that a little bit later. Okay, so we've got time limited packs, so if you do want to go ahead and get it now, you can purchase stuff inside of here. You only need 20 is all you need. You get 70 from various events that are locked inside, many events that are locked inside the main event. So the Spirit Soul Exchange is, of course, first. You can get Okay, so you can get immediately, you can get a 5 side, you get it 8 times, so you can get 40 right here. Okay, uh, so that's definitely something. And then you've got the Spirit Soul Sale, where you can get another 30. So right there is the 70 of the 90. Okay, you also want to purchase all this if you can, simply because of the fact that this would be very beneficial in terms of everything that you can get. So you definitely want to make sure that you do purchase that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual Spirit Soul setup that we've got right here. Okay, so as I said before, if you complete the constellation, you can actually use another Spirit Soul inside of your battle, and that is this constellation right here. This takes quite a while to complete. You got to completely fill in the entire map before you're eligible to use that third Spirit Soul inside of battle. But that's going to make your team much more powerful once you can do that. So it's something that you want to do. But like I say, it's a long-term look, forward. So it's not nothing that you can just do on the spur of the moment. It takes quite a while, but it's something that you do want to build to. So back in terms to the event, they've also got the soul. This is definitely want to get this. One of the things I like is they're actually coming out with the things out where you can choose. So you're getting an actual chest so that you can choose what you want, and it's got the 3 that we've currently got out here: the Lion, Phoenix, and the Scorpion. As they got the resource sale and Soul Beast Evasion. Now, Soul Beast Evasion, this is a 45 Soul Beast invasion. So you definitely want to make sure that you do that. Now, on Soul Beast Evasions, I swapped from a sweep 10 through my material gathering, and I sweep it down to just basically sweeping 1. That will increase the amount of Soul Beast invasions that you get dramatically. This is 1 day worth, and I got 21 in 1 day. And you need to, I like to prefer to just clear this out and get it out of the way, so it's not something I have to be continually focusing on. So I just, and tomorrow I'll do another, and I should get really close to having it all knocked out by tomorrow in terms of the Soul Beast Evasion. So you definitely want to get, and you've only got 3 days for this, so you really need to focus on it, because 45, if you sweep 10, you're not going to get 45. Okay? The most you'll probably get will probably be 30. Okay, if you do a sweep 10, and you might not even get that, because you're going to average about anywhere between, I average anywhere between 10 between 10 to 15. Usually it's like 11 or 12, but there are some days where I won't even have to reset my tokens. I'll just use my tokens and it's out. So 10 is what you could expect, and unfortunately with 3 days that's not going to be enough. You need 45, so you're going to need 15 more. So just sweep 1. Okay, a sweep 10, you usually get it on a sweep 10, but if you do a sweep 1 on a sweep 10, you might get it once. Well, you can only get it once because it's only a 1 shot, and it doesn't actually post the Soul Beast until the end of the actual sweep. But if you're doing that, you're allowing a pop chance on each one, and you will greatly outnumber it. And I did that, and I doubled my output just in 1 day. So just do sweep, not a sweep, just do sweep 1, sweep, get a Soul Beast, do it, get a Soul Beast, do it, and you get it a lot more often if you do a sweep 1. And then once you get close, once you get 45, then you can just switch back to sweeping 10 if you want to, or you can continue sweeping 1 if you just like to get a bunch of Soul Beasts. They do have good rewards inside of the chest. Okay, and then so there's some really nice stuff in here. I really focus on this. I really don't need these. As you can see, considering how many Soul Beasts I have, and I'm going to focus on, it's not a lot. But you do want to make sure that you get the shards, of course, inside of here. And then I would focus on. I really would not worry about these. They're coming out with S, and SS. Considering I don't see the going through all the hassle to build an A+ or an or less Spirit Soul. I just don't see the need to do it. Just continue focusing on the S, SS, and SS+ ones. But so I'm going to go ahead and focus on the Awakening Wood, to make them a little bit stronger. And then if you have any left over, then you can pick up some of the enhancement materials right here to do that. But yeah, this is a really good spirit soul. So it's definitely something that you want to look at. Fire a golden dragon spear at the current target, dealing magic damage. And this is what I like about this. This is not a. This is actually a ranged spirit soul. So this is your scorpion and your lion are basically melee or in close spirit souls, while your phoenix is arranged, and now we've got another range. So we've got 2 melee, 2 ranged, which is good to keep it going in terms of that. So Giant Ginger casts Golden Dragon, deal massive damage, does not recover intermediate that is shared among all enemies. Okay. Upon casting the ultimate skill, all allies PvE damage is increased by 50%, so you can double your damage. It's only in PvE, so it's not a PvP attribute, but it does pop in PvE, which is important because as you're fighting beasts, the bosses and stuff, you'll get that buff as well. Okay, so when on the field, uses Quietus Divine Claw every 12 seconds to attack 2 enemies with the lowest health, dealing physical damage. And then as you can see, we've got this. So it's going to be a pretty good one. It's an SS plus, so it's going to be a little bit powerful, most likely, than the SS's in times. So I'm going to do my main team with, I've got Clear Sky and Ren, so I'll put 2 on them, and then I've got Ayin, SS Ayin, and my next attacker, which I'm still using Chin right now, but I'll be moving Bo into that place pretty soon for that. And then we're going to have to make a determination as to what we're going to want to do with Tang Chin as to see, because he's SS plus. So, it's getting to the point where we're going to have to start. We'll be having a complete full first and second team, as well as we'll be able to start using SS characters in our support slots. So we're there. So it is what it is. But that's all they're interesting is SS plus. So you want to keep up with them, and you can get them. It just takes a little bit longer if you just want to hold off on it. Okay, so yeah, Giant Dragon Jinyu, definitely a must. First SS plus Spirit Soul, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty good one. And you get to 70. So next time this comes up, unless they go a little cheap on us and just give us 10. But usually when they have events like this, usually gives 20 shards at each one. Which means because this is its new event, first time event, it looks like they're going to be a little bit nice with this. They really did not handle the Jade Scorpion well at all. The Emperor Scorpion. That was the first SS Spirit Soul that they released, and it took a really long time to get him. They had the primary event, and I'm serious, they did not give this many at all. I can't remember. I think it was like 30. But then they never had the event again, and they would throw 5 here, 10 here, 5 here, 10 here. It took me like 3 months to build the thing. And then all of a sudden, it just like, bam, they just started throwing them out all at once. And as you can see, I've already maxed it out. But they were really stingy at first. Maybe, some people might have complained about it. But after that, it's been fine. The Spirit Souls released have been obtainable quite easily and fairly quickly. But this is the first SS plus, so I think they're making it a little bit easy to obtain because so that everybody has a chance to get it, since it is the first SS plus to be released. So it's the same with just about pretty much all of the actual items now. I don't think we're going to be seeing any more SS items. As you can see, SS plus is where it's at. That's what they're introducing. In terms of all facets, and now that appears to be the case with the the Spirit Souls as well. No more SSs, all SS pluses. So, and it's the same with the other Divine Tools. We have our SSs, but the new ones are going to be SS pluses. So, that's one of the ways to look at it. So here's the current setup. As I said, I'm still using Chin. He's still doing just as much, if not more, damage than Bo. Bo's going to be the focus. She's going to be the focus right now. I went ahead and bought Ayin up to 4 moon, and I'm probably just going to go ahead and bring her up to 5 moon. I mean, I don't. I guess we'll have a healer, but I don't know when it's going to happen. In the meantime, might as well just go ahead and focus on her. I mean, she's still an excellent healer, and you should definitely max her out. But I was just going to see if they were going to come out with an SS healer. If they was SS plus healer, I was just going to, it might be somebody that I wanted to move into place. But that don't seem to be happening. So, like I said, it's obviously going to be wrong. I assume she's going to be the SS plus healer that we'll get, but don't know when that's going to be. But so in the meantime, we're just going to focus. So I went ahead and brought her up another star. So this is the main team, maxed out. In terms of the SS pluses, they're good characters. Ren is an excellent character. Okay, Bo is an excellent character. But as far as I'm concerned, Clear Sky is still the best. He outlasts everybody, and he does a ton of damage. He outlasts Ren. Okay, but he should, because he's a lot more powerful than Ren. Clear Sky is a damage dealer. She's not. She's a tank, and she does a pretty good job tanking. But like I say, I haven't got her up to fully max. So the reason you see such a big difference in these particular BP is because of one thing, and it's because of this. Okay, this makes all the difference. Okay, you're going to get 5 to 10 million bump each time you hit one of these puppies. So it's very important that you do focus on them. This fusion is very important. Okay, they have events, and you can usually get a handful of them, maybe 20 or 30. The other times you have to purchase it. But as I said before, you need to be focusing on the shop. It's the Gold Soul shop right here. Okay, max. I check this every day. I know it's a weekly, but I just make sure whenever it comes out, I pop it. Okay, and this is where you get your majority of them. I think you get 45 out of here, if I remember correctly. And this right here is what allows you to pop up those soul bones to SS plus. Okay, so it's definitely the way that you want to go. That's where you're going to get most of your big piece. So I'm going to be, that's what I'm going to be doing. As soon as I get a secondary full set, I'll roll all of that over to Bo. By that time, I should have her up to 4 or 5 stars, and then she'll take Chen's place, and she'll be my damage dealer, secondary damage dealer on the main team. She's a little bit better in terms of her AOE damage. Chen does AOE damage as well too, but he's more of a single target nuker, and he hits, like, he'll hit multiple times on the same. But Bo has she does, but her main is just eradication. So and she does a very good job at that. So I'm just I focused everything on Ren, so that's the reason. And Ren's done, as you see. Okay, so that's why Bo is back here. I haven't got her up there yet. She's next. Okay, I'm gonna get Tang Chen when he comes out, but until I finish Bo, I won't be focusing that much on him. Okay, Clear Sky's doing fine as my primary direct attack. I don't need another one at this particular time on my primary team. But I do want to have something that is ranged and AOE. I do not want to have another. I don't want to have Ren and then 2 attackers that are melee, distance. I want to have I want to have a yin and an attacker in the back, and then a tank and an attacker on the front, and that seems to work fine for me. And Clear Sky even outlasts Ren at this point. So, and that's because he's got an SS plus Soulbone set. But that's why he never dies. He lives through the Treant. He survive. He finishes these actual things here inside of the not the sect, inside of the actual. Every day you should be doing your Soul Ascension platform, fighting up these. He's the one that finishes all of these battles. For the last two that I've killed, I probably will fail this one. But the last two that I've killed, it's been the Scorpion and Clear Sky were the last two left. They actually finished it. Everybody was dead, and they finished it up. Okay, after that. So, yeah, it's just, it's pretty amazing how often, the survivability is in terms of that. So Ayun's already went down. Chen actually has healing, surprisingly enough. That's one of the things I do like about him, is he's healing. But notice, you see, if everything goes as finished, the last two alive will be Clear Sky and will be okay, their Chen's down, so that leaves Ren. Now look, see, Ren's taking damage. Okay, see, so this is all that's left. Okay, now he probably won't be able to finish this but as you can see, he's the last one alive. But the last two that I actually defeated, which was the one right before this and the one before that, he and the Scorpion finished it off. So yeah, and I'm already up to 410. So yeah, he's definitely the most powerful on the team, and his BP reflects that. So building him out, maxing him out, stick an SS plus Soulbone Stud on him, and you will not have any trouble having a melee attacker that can outlast the tank. So he's still, in my opinion, the best SS plus character in the game, and that's why I focus on him all the time, is because he's my go-to. Even on the Treant, he's the last one to fall. He usually doesn't. He usually survives it, but he's the last one to fall. And as long as he's in there, he's doing damage. And as you know, the Scorpion survives because the Scorpion's not generally directly attacked. The Scorpion is the Spirit Soul, so it's usually it takes peripheral damage. But once Clear Sky dies, the Scorpion dies too. Yeah, the Scorpion does not exist outside of the spirit realm. So when there's nothing linking it to the mortal realm, it has no strength, and therefore it can't exist. So when Clear Sky goes down, your Spirit Soul goes down as well too. But as long as Clear Sky's there and he's pumping away, the Scorpion's fine as well too. So they're always the last two are doing it, and it's as long as the Scorpion's alive, it's still doing damage. That's why. So if there's any question about whether or not to go for who to go for on the SS plus, my set is him. Okay. I have no problems whatsoever. Get him, max him, put an attack set of Soul Bones on him, put a Sea God set of wings, extend, and then SS plus them using the advancement. Okay. And you can't go wrong. It outlasts everything in terms of that. So he is by far, in my opinion, the strongest. We'll have to see. Tang comes, maybe Tang will supplement him. I don't know. But my first is Bo. Once Bo's finished, then I'll start focusing on Tang. But I want to move Bo into a ranged position for my attacker. That's what she excels at, is ranged attack. I don't want to have everybody crowding around the boss, such in the Treant and whatnot, because that's not going to be productive. They're all going to die quickly, and then there won't be anybody left but my healer, so that's not good. So I want to have range damage as well as melee damage. So yeah, I would have preferred a healer. Okay, in this particular, but we got definitely deservable of an SS plus. If you've watched the anime, you definitely can't deny that. But I was just looking for a healer. But maybe the next time, maybe we'll get it. I expect it'll be wrong. So we'll have to wait and see. All right, so that's what I got. But yeah, definitely get in there, get all of the shards for the giant dragon Jinyu. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it, you get notified. Also, like and share the video, as that helps the channel immensely. Ken Rear, still coming at you from the corner, signing out.